Obviously, the first question, any reaction to all the litigation regarding the immigration bill? This was taking effect July 1st. We've got two now, as recently as yesterday. Before, who knows if more could come? That's my first question. And then go along with that, we've got hundreds of people coming out. We've got Chief, the Association of Police. Do you think that there could be a different way we could be going about this thing? So many people coming out against this too. What's your thought?
Yeah, well, first off, I think it's very important that we know, that Oklahomans know, that Americans know. This bill that the legislature passed, that I signed, did not make it illegal to be in the country illegally, okay? So that's already a federal law. So newsflash, you can't come into our country illegally, okay? So that's the first thing I want to just say. And so now you have the federal government suing the state of Oklahoma that says, don't enforce the law, because that's all this bill basically said, all right? So I want to say all that first and foremost. Secondly, I understand the federal government, the Biden administration, they have let us down on immigration policy. There are hardworking, great people that are maybe married to a U.S. citizen that want to work in the U.S., and they can't get through the process. So that's why I set up that task force to say, hey, let's match up in Oklahoma. If the feds won't do it, then let's match up our employers in the construction business or manufacturing or engineering, and that we can connect an employer with an employee and set that relationship up. So they're paying taxes, that they're contributing to society. So that's why I set that up. But as far as the bill, I mean, we're going to be a law and order state. We're not a sanctuary state. And like all the law enforcement have said, they're not rounding anybody up. But we are going to be a law and order state. And if you're breaking the law, you're not welcome here. And law enforcement is probably going to, when they catch someone in the illegal marijuana industry, they've got more tools in their tool belt now to exercise that, because the Biden administration is not doing their job.
Some concerns about how the immigration law will impact the workforce. We spoke out about visas. Would you be able to explain what your thoughts are in terms of what the state has to play in that type of role?
Yeah, so we've set up a task force, and we've got immigration attorneys, we've got law enforcement. We've tried to put the right people from the Hispanic community on this task force, people that understand what that H-1B visa process is from the feds, and how can we force their hand or even potentially set up our own workforce permits here in the state of Oklahoma. And so I'm looking forward to that report. I think it's due to me before next session. So really probably sometime in the fall. If the feds are not going to do it and they're not going to get involved and do this the right way, we know there are great, hardworking Oklahomans that just can't get through the system. And so how can we kind of step into that gap and fill that? That's the whole purpose of it. There's nothing else besides that. But if you're, and we don't know exactly how that's going to play out with the feds.